Hello everyone, welcome back to the VR Roundtable YouTube channel. This is Steve, and in this Let's Play, I am going to be playing Farpoint, recently released on the PlayStation VR. With this game, I'm assuming most people are picking it up with the new aim controller that you can see here, and it models the gun, as you can see, and it looks pretty good. The gun looks good, the tracking is you know, what you expect for PlayStation VR, not quite as nice as the Oculus or the Vive tracking, but it works reasonably well. And one of the things that I think are interesting is they put a lot of work into the sort of the mechanics of the gun. If I separate it too far, it takes my hand off, my virtual left hand, and then it kind of re-snaps it. And as I turn it over, so it kind of has a sense of realism. And you can bring it up to your eye, and you can shoot down the reticle. You know, it's all done pretty well. So this is just a landing menu that you see here. And I played for, I don't know, an hour maybe. So let's pick up where I left off on the campaign. Gameplay wise, so I'm going to kind of combine my thoughts on the aim and Farpoint kind of together. It sort of makes sense here. Gameplay wise, Farpoint so far has been a very good game. It's not been anything mind blowing, and I think some of it is the creatures have been real repetitive. But you have a thumbstick. I don't know if you can see it kind of in here, and you use that to navigate, and then you can look around in full 360 degrees in your environment. Again, you can look down the reticle. You can also blind fire, so I kind of do a combination of it all.
Dr. Tyson, if you can hear this, I'm following the trail of debris.
So you get these guys. These guys will jump. I'll wait and pop them midair. So far, you know, the enemies have been pretty repetitive, which is a concern that I had. But it still feels pretty damn cool to take them out. And the audio really gives you, they do the 3D audio pretty well. It gives you a sense of direction where these little spiders are, because sometimes like that they're hard to see. And that. Die. The reload mechanic is interesting. It's just purely thermal, so I don't actually have to actively reload it. Graphically, the game it looks good. Some of the textures and the environment can be kind of bland, but they've done a good job of making it feel big and spacious, and that you're truly navigating across a world, this alien planet. Control-wise, so, you know, with the PlayStation VR and the camera, so one of the things that they did new to this game, I'm going to back up before I get taken out here, is you can press and hold and you can see the camera. It almost does like a Rift and a Vive awareness, and you can kind of see the tracking space, almost like a generic Guardian. Now, it doesn't pop up if you breach into that space, but you can hold it and you can find where your camera is, and that's important because in this game you'll find yourself turning around and your tracking will get bad and you'll realize you're not aiming anywhere. So with the right thumbstick you can put it back, you know, you have the snap turning without really losing your orientation. As you can see here, I'm still relative to my camera. So at times I have to do that, and I find it's a little bit immersion breaking. But you know, at the same time you're navigating with a thumbstick, which is something personally I like. You saw my tip of my gun getting orange there. That's how they control ammo. It's not a number of rounds that you have in your inventory, but rather a thermal overheating. So the gunplay feels really good though. Like, one of the biggest things I want now after playing this is I want to be able to use this on my Vive and my Rift. Like, this is a really good design controller. It's lightweight, it feels good, but as I'm holding it and I'm seeing this model in the game, it feels like I'm actually holding the model in the game and I'm not holding this simple little white plastic controller.
Seismic activity detected.
That's not tracking, that's the ground shaking.
Yes. Suit status.
Suit integrity is stable.
Now, one of my critiques of Farpoint are the checkpoints are really far back. I already played this whole section, and as I booted the game back up, it's making me replay quite a bit. Oops. So there was a sort of a rocket that I have. It's a special ammo, and that is limited. I have 2 more, as you can see on the gun. Then you also get a scanner, and this kind of helps trigger checkpoint narratives.
You seeing this?
What is it?
There's equipment. Gear all over the place. Must be debris from the Pilgrim. There's shotguns, ammo, a few rations.
Great. Could be handy. Stack it up and I'll mark the coordinates. And come back for it later.
No, we're not coming back later. We find the Pilgrim and we get out of here. That's the mission.
You can shoot one-handed, sort of like a pistol, although it feels kind of heavy. Oh, okay, so in this part before when I played it, this is where I picked the shotgun up, but it just went ahead and gave it to me. You just over your back, you can pull it out. So it's my assault rifle. And now my shotgun. The shotgun does have ammo, and you do have to intently reload it. This is one of these big boys, which I think you kind of need the shotgun for. Die. And then you
How much
hit.
bigger do these things get?
On the back side, you have your X, square, circle, and triangle. And square will reload this bad boy. Switch back to the pistol. For the assault rifle. So I use the assault rifle the most, and then I wait for one of those big guys or something to get close range before I whip out the shotgun, which is pretty typical of shotgun usage in video games. So I'm a fan. You know, if you've watched our podcast or listened to our podcast or watched any of our videos, you know I'm kind of a fan of joystick locomotion in games because even though I appreciate and really like room scale, I feel it's limited because you're always running into a guardian of some sort, and I have a decent sized room. But with the joystick locomotion, even though it's artificial, so to speak, it keeps you from, you know, having to stop and reposition yourself all the time and, you know, reorient yourself within your actual room. All right. So the alien spiders in this game is kind of a they're pretty fast moving, as you can see there, and the choice to do spiders is interesting because it gives them a lot of flexibility with them coming from anywhere. But so far, in my experience with the game, everything has been spider-based, which was a concern I had. I haven't been able to take these guys out with... Is that ammo? Grenade launcher. I missed this last time.
The shotgun has an integrated grenade launcher. The high explosive grenades explode 3 seconds after being fired, or instantly if they hit an enemy.
Okay.
The UEP tactical shotgun can hold a total of 10 grenades.
And I have 5 in there now. Alright. So last time I played, I didn't pick those grenades up. I didn't see them. But the assault rifle has a built-in rocket launcher, and it looks like the shotgun here has a built-in grenade launcher. Let's reload. Alright. Burrow up out of the ground. Jump. I don't have any more grenades. I don't know if I killed it or not. These little guys are ever. Reload. Damn it. Hello. I did not kill it. Switch back to it. Alright. Narrative-wise, in this game, you are you're astronauts of some point in the future. I don't think it really times the year or anything. And some sort of rift in space occurred, and you got stranded on this planet, this uncharted, undocumented planet. I've been up close to one of these guys while they're alive. It's like they go into some sort of defensive shell. Ooh, oh shit. Well, that's what I get for messing around. Let's see where it restarts me. Not too far back. Oh, I got some extra grenades out of it. That's cool. These grenades don't seem to be very effective. Reload, 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 or I'm gonna die again. Big boy. Not good. Alright. Switch my pistol. So the tracking is flawed. Like right now, it kind of got off a little bit. I don't know if you guys can tell. But I've heard it may not so much be the hardware, but is really more or less Farpoint. And I'm convinced. I've seen a lot of games behave differently with regard to PlayStation VR tracking. I've read on Reddit a little bit that Dick Wild performs better with the aim controller. I'm not gonna play with him this time. Reload. What's up? Oh, that scared me. There's also a run, but it doesn't go that much faster. And I experienced no nausea. Now the controls, there is an option to do smooth turning instead of this click turning. And that, as with most games, can make you sick because you're introducing a turn mechanism that isn't natural.
See more debris from the Pilgrim down here. Must be on the right track.
Roger that. Hey, isn't it weird that this stuff ended up all the way down here?
What am I, a scientist? It's not like anyone had time to put it there. Like, crash debris ends up in weird places, that's what it does.
Character models
Never
look
underestimate a
decent.
whole lot of kinetic force and a little chaos theory, right? Stay focused here. I'm moving up.
So the scanning seems to be, you're scanning the environment to see what happened. It's kind of a, I guess, a way of them of going in and out of in-engine cutscenes. So it's not too remarkably awesome or bad. It's just kind of, it's okay by me. These guys here, I've learned to shoot them. Well, I try to shoot them when they're throwing their thing at me. There you go. There he is. I was hearing another one. The locomotion, as you press forward, it's pretty much where you aim the aim controller, as you can see here. But you can also just move left, so you can strafe, you can go backwards, you can go forward. But the forward is tied to sort of where the gun is pointing, not where your head is pointing, which gives you, which is the correct choice, I think. I've never been a fan of locomotion relative to being locked to your head aim. This allows you to kind of divert your gaze and look around, which is important. This all looks pretty cool. Going back out of this cave. Alright, big open area.
That's another piece of the Pilgrim.
Alert. Movement detected. Multiple sources. Multiple directions.
These rockets. Fire one of these rockets when I get a good chance. It's a laser guided rocket. Wherever I keep it aimed at is where it goes, which is kind of cool. Something big up there. Something really big. Alright, here we go. Just a little guy. Oh boy. Alright. Ah. God. Oh yeah, I want to fight this big thing. Come on down. More of these guys. Damn it. Ah. I'll keep looking up there. I want to see big dude. Not good. They behave 180. If they jump at you and miss, they'll kind of reorient themselves to your front so that you're not doing full 360s. It's an obvious game choice given the PSVR tracking. Oh boy. Take this guy out. This is hard. Damn it. Woohoo. Oh yeah. Okay, he wants me to turn around. Alright guys, I think this is a good spot to cut the video off. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, find us on Twitter, Facebook, check out our website, vrroundtable.net, and you know, Farpoint has been a good game. I am recommending it. If you're able to still pick up a bundle, I'm not sure if it's true or not, but Amazon had it for sale for $60, so it's a reduced price on the bundle. Then of course, if you're an Amazon Prime member, my final ticket price was $46. Which, with the controller and the game, I think is well worth it. That sequence that you just watched, it was fun for me. You know, I kind of got into it. Probably didn't make for much of a on-the-fly review / let's play, but it was still very fun. So we'll see you next time. Later.